I'm also going to welcome Paras Tomar here on the broadcast. Paras, thanks for your time here. You did tell me a while ago that you mentioned that you also are a user of TikTok. In the view of the government now saying that this has got to do with security, privacy, these apps have been under the scanner for a while now. What do you make of the decision?
So we've been here, done that. We've actually been here in the past where TikTok did get banned in the past. And it was the same. It was taken off the Play Store. Now, if you see even now, I have about 3.5 million followers on TikTok. Vis-a-vis on Instagram and stuff, it's much lesser. So the government's conversation about the fact that they're saying it's a data and a privacy problem, and that has been the center of this whole debate this particular time. The last time around when they took off TikTok, it was about content moderation. But I think as creators, for us, this is a very tricky situation because there is a large part of money, there's a large part of employment that happens to the new generation. TikTok creators actually make a lot of money. There are people who've left their jobs to become TikTok creators. I started a whole company called Nuske by Paras because of TikTok, where we started selling cosmetic products because TikTok has such a fundamentally huge reach. As far as data and privacy goes, I use an Apple phone. I know Apple released a few days ago. They talked about the fact that there was some sort of a privacy breach. But whenever we've asked TikTok about it, we've always openly asked TikTok. I think they've always gone and claimed that there is no breach. They don't share this data with the Chinese government. So, I mean, we take their word for it. But as creators, this is a tricky space because just yesterday we were talking to 2-3 brands about doing more content for TikTok because TikTok did become the one place that every brand wanted to be seen. The money that we make as creators on TikTok is much higher than any other platform. So for us, I think that is a big hit. I also employ a lot of people in my company, which is Nuske by Paras. So when you're seeing that amount of money, which will probably not be coming in, it is a concern. So yeah, that when that happened last night, we were wondering how far this is going to go. I've been told that I think TikTok is a meeting with the government where they'll be able to sort of figure out and tell them what they can do and why they're doing it. So I am looking forward to knowing what happens at the end of that meeting.
You know, Paras, what about alternatives? What are the options that the government then would be looking at in terms of promoting our own apps made in India? And how popular really would they get? All of these questions at this point in time appear to be unanswered, isn't it?
So I tell you what, when Atmanirbharta came about, and I think this major focus happened from a lot of people to stop using Chinese apps. The first question was, what is the alternative? Like you're saying, when it comes to smartphones, just 2-3 days ago on my Instagram, I asked which phone can I buy. Everyone only recommended Chinese phones. When I clearly said, do not recommend a Chinese phone. When it comes to this, actually there are alternatives. I'm already working with ZTV. They have a app that they're launching, which is a Made in India app. There's another app called Chingari, which I think I haven't been able to download. It's got some bugs on it yet. But there are alternatives. I think if we really aggressively move forward with this whole idea of promoting Indian apps, we'll do it. I actually, to be honest with you, took Atmanirbharta very well. We started a company of Indian cosmetics based on this. So I think if we actually fundamentally try to be Indian, we can. If you want to buy a smartphone today, hardware, I think we still need to catch up. But software, I think we are coming to a point where with the ZTV app, which is going to be there, with Chingari, I think we will have alternatives. But the major shift...
This is a huge opportunity, is what you're saying, for India as well.
It is a huge opportunity.
Yes.
I also want to say it is a huge opportunity for us to be able to redefine content. In the last 1.5 years, the meaning of the word content completely changed. Content always meant you had something that you were doing, teaching, there was entertainment value. With the kind of content that TikTok made, slow motion, a video of me jumping off a hill or on a tree was called content. So I think now a lot of creators can also use this opportunity for two things. One, to back an Indian company. Second, to actually go back to doing content where we were actually talking about stuff. And I think that might be an interesting proposition for us.
Paras, at this point in time, you did mention that you're already started to explore other options. Just talk to us a little about this. And for our viewers, many of whom, including TikTok users, are saying, just tell us about the alternatives. What would you say?
I think the alternatives is something that we've been looking for a while for a very simple reason. Now that the anti-China sentiment has been a very strong sentiment for a while. And for a last couple of months and we've seen it where a lot of people have been commenting on Instagram videos saying, hey, why are you making TikTok videos? And so people like me, I very seldom make the TikTok conventional videos of the lip sync and the song and dance. A lot of my videos is Paras Kinuske, which is information. Now here's what I thought was interesting. When the same video was going on a platform like Instagram, it gets about 30,000 views. Now the same video on TikTok would get about 5.5-6 lakh views. So my question to people always was not about what the users are making, but the fact that you are consuming the same content and choosing the Chinese platform over any other. So I think it also became a supply and demand thing. There is another Singapore-based company called Likee, which I've never been a part of, but I've definitely seen it. I don't think creators will have a problem in terms of alternatives because there are quite a few alternatives. But I think what creators will have a problem with, and I don't want to sound. This is a tricky time to praise TikTok, but they are incredibly professional with the way they work. Now, we work with the Indian team in TikTok. Like you guys very rightly said, they employ a lot of Indian people here. The way they work In fact, that can be a template for other social media platforms, short video platforms that will come up. They actually provide incredible amount of opportunity, and the amount of money we've made because of TikTok has been tremendous. But for creators, now that there will be other alternatives, it will move. I've already got a call from 2 brands, like I was telling you earlier. They've saying he will continue making Instagram videos. I don't think creators will have the trouble to switch, and I don't mean to sound somebody who's lacking loyalty, but I think they have other alternatives. From the
Okay.
India perspective, if you look at it as creators, if we can start pushing Indian brands, TikTok has the world's highest number of downloads from India. There is so much money that's coming in from us and going to China, and that is a fact. Whether ByteDance is a Chinese company, etc., is a whole other alternative. So if you just take the China part out and say, let's just focus on India,
Yes.
I think with the amount of money that comes, I think that is something we could focus on, would be a good thing.
All right, Paras Tomar, thank you for your time here. Thank you for your perspective on that important story that we are tracking. What are the options really before the country?